Hey guys, and welcome back to Pixel Cherry Ninja's channel. Today we are looking at the Super Nintendo. Why are we looking at the Super Nintendo? Well, why the heck not? It's an excellent system. The core on the MiSTer FPGA is absolutely superb. We are trying the latest unstable core, which, believe it or not, was actually updated today. So good times ahead, guys. This is a really good game on there. In fact, I'd go as far as saying this is the best Contra game out there. Contra 3, right? Contra 3, or was it called the Alien Wars or Contra Spirits? Absolutely fantastic. It completely blew me away when I saw this as a kid on the Super Nintendo. It was like having like a next gen arcade game in your house. Like, it's a difficult game and I never even completed it as a kid. Mad props out to Billy Time Games, who's made a hack of this that either gives you 2 times damage, or it gives you what is it, 2 times damage, or enemies have half the health. Almost like the same thing there, right? But interesting stuff there, guys. So guys, this stream, by the way, is not monetized, so you have a nice fluid uninterrupted ad-free viewing. So yeah, really cool. I do monetize it after, like the replay, but while it's live, you shouldn't be getting any adverts. If you do get adverts, then please let me know. I'll have to look into something that will make your experience better. But guys, this is paired with the Morph4K. You know, transparency here, I got a Morph4K for free from PixelFX with they just said make content, and that's what I'm doing, and I really do like the device. Now, you can use scan lines and shadow masks, but hey, on this we just have the vanilla experience. So let's go here. I wonder if many of you guys are actually starting work tomorrow, because like a lot of people have been off for Christmas and New Year's. We know that, right? A lot of you guys have been off, and man, I know people are going to be pissed at work tomorrow, man. I actually had like my boss's boss coming on Friday, which I was really surprised at, because my boss was hoping to leave early, but he couldn't because his boss showed up. And I was like, dude, just go early, man, grow some balls. And he was like, nah, I need to stick around. I was like, all right then, cool. Oops. Right, 2 times spread them, right. Oh wow, okay. I'm using, did I get, I must have got a false diagonal there. Maybe not a false diagonal, maybe just me pressing it the wrong way. So my boss's boss was in. I was like, how come you're in, man? And he was like, oh, I just thought I'd come in and clear my emails for like the last 2 weeks, because there's going to be a whole heap of them there. And I was like, okay, fair enough. Okay, playing really badly here. Right, I was actually decent at this game as a kid. Come doggy, woof woof. All right, is that game over? Wow, okay, I am so sucking at Contra. Anyway, guys, if you are enjoying this stream, remember we have beautiful Karen with us today, wrapping that tea bag around Mars and giving you some love, guys, the way you deserve it, you dirty little boys. Right, okay, so what's interesting over here is the Jesus Fish said to me, Pixel, do you mind testing out save states? So let's go save states a second. So, and we'll try and use those. So let's just go here. So we got the bomb. Right, okay, so let's pause it here. So the new one, okay, so save state to SD, save state slot. Okay, so save state. Let's save state. Superb. Okay, so we have save state. So he just said, do you mind testing it while you, yo, Scalino, hey yo to you too. He said, do you mind using save states while you do this stream? So let's go ahead and try and load that save state now. So load state F1, and he said, just see if there's any issues with it. So let's just kind of go through and see, as they say, wagwan. All right, okay, it's so bad that it's given me it gave me a little barrier there for a little while. Right, okay, let's see if we can do better on this one. So save states are working. I kind of do like that homing missile thing. Spread shot is really good though. Ah man, I thought I could get that one. Right, let's go and just give the save state, let's give it another load. Okay, they seem to be working okay. We'll try a few out during the stream, and I'll just report back to the Jesus Fish, because if you're unaware who the Jesus Fish is, he's a very helpful guy for the MiSTer FPGA community. And if you have a question, this guy will go out of his way to answer it for you, and yeah, he'll go out of his way to literally help you. So got a lot of time for him, so nice of him to ask. So we'll try and oblige that. Right, let's go Super Mario World, because that is Super Mario World. By the way, guys, the Super Star Wars games have some hacks as well. So if you had difficulties with those when you were a kid, there is a easier version of that made available now, thanks to Billy Time Games. All 3 of the Star Wars games, he's really balanced them. Honestly, I'd go as far as saying that it is the definitive way to play those games now, right? Absolutely amazing. Yo, Chris's Retro Gaming, Rock and Roll Racing. Yeah, no worries, Chris's Retro Gaming, we can do that. However, I feel for Rock and Roll Racing, we will have to we'll have to turn the sound down, because that's got that song in it, Born to Be Wild, right? Because I even remember Blizzard saying when they released a compilation that had that on there, they actually said that any streamers out there, we recommend muting the audio because of potential copyright warnings, whatever the heck. But yeah, we can do that. I really do like the intro to this, so I'm gonna suck at this. Let's go straight to Rock and Roll Racing while we have a look at a little bit of that. But guys, what do you guys think? If any of you guys are watching this on a big display in 4K, you know, what is it looking like to you? It should be looking really crystal clear. It's really looking crystal clear to me. We're not going to use filters or scan lines because they don't always come out looking the best on YouTube. So just that vanilla experience. That's why I'm happy with a Morph 4K. Actually, it gives me that beautiful experience. Right? Let's actually, you know what? Let's quickly go here. What a game, seriously, guys. Like, I used to wake up early to play this game before I went to school. For me, this is the best Mario game of all time. Like, there is nothing better than this. Absolutely love it. I completely suck it. I was very good at this, man. Oh, by the way, guys, stream is not monetized, so any super likes or memberships to the channel are super appreciated. It really goes a long way in offsetting some of the costs that I have associated with the channel. I like buying equipment like a 4K capture card and whatnot. Okay, yeah, I'm hiding. I'm telling you, man, I'm so bad at Mario games now. Do you like the Morph 4K better than any? I don't have a retro Tinks saying this, so all I can show you is how good the Morph 4K is. That's all I can do. I can tell you this is how good it is, what my experience is with it. I can't compare it with a retro Tink because I don't have one. I mean, I have no desire to get one. Like, my main thing with the Morph 4K is upscaling a vanilla image, no scan lines, no masks, nothing. Just literally just that vanilla experience, and it's doing a great job at that. It's doing a really good job at that. Also, you know, if I use scans or any presets, like for example, my TV's HDR, but my Elgato capture card doesn't actually support HDR. So HDR, by the time it looks good on my screen, but what it doesn't look good on, it doesn't look good on OBS. OBS is my capturing software. By the time it goes through OBS and goes through YouTube, it makes it look terrible, man. And I don't want to make it look terrible. So I generally just stick to the vanilla stuff. I can't be bothered getting up there. Right, yeah, so I really like it. I mean, to be honest, look, it's $375. Sometimes, like for Black Friday, I think, or Christmas or whatever. No, it was Black Friday. Black Friday, they had like a 10% off deal. So you're effectively paying like $335 for this. Now, from what I understand, based on people that I've spoken to that have both, they say, look, the Morph 4K can do some things better than the Retro Tink, and the Retro Tink can do some things better than the Morph 4K. So it's up to each person's individual needs. Like, what do you want? What do you want out of an upscaler? You know, do you just want a vanilla experience? That's what I've got. The shadow masks, the effects on this are really good. You know, everyone always says what's better. I really can't tell you that. All I can tell you is I really like what I've got over here. Right, let's do a little bit of rock and roll racing. Let me put my keyboard up here because it makes it easier picking the games. Oops. Here we go, rock and roll racing, and I'm definitely gonna put the sound down for that. Rock and roll racing. Snake is another time zone. Right, let me put that sound down while that happens. Okay, hopefully that's loading up and it's not crashed or anything. Let's have a look. Chris, what have you done? Have you set me up? What's going on? I can't even bring the menu up now. Oh, not sure what's gone. Let me. Oh, okay, here we are. Here we are. Is it loading? Yeah, here you go. It's loading. Right, I can hear some sound, but you guys won't be able to hear it. Let's have a look. Any Retro Tinks? I can't decide between a Morph 4K, a Retro Tink 5X, or Retro Tink 4K. Yeah, that's the thing. So it's really down to you. Yo, Aero Fighters, Shadowrun, no problem. Try and keep them in block capital Sinister, because then they really stand out. They don't get lost in chat. Is there much difference between 1080p on a 4K display and a 1080p more 4K? To be honest, I think 4K, you get the benefit on it from a larger screen, right? It does look really, really clear, but with my eyesight, like I have, it's difficult for me to tell the difference between 1080p and 4K on a 27-inch screen. On like a larger screen, yes, I can tell. I remember playing like something my TV downstairs with 55 inches. And yeah, you could tell the difference between 1080p and 4K. Or 4K just looks like a clearer 1080p to me. But on the screen that I'm playing, honestly, it's difficult to tell the difference between 1080p and 4K on a screen. But like I said, I want to get everything up to 4K on the channel. Right, let's have a look. Right, what's game over? Insert more credits. That's the story of my life. Hey. If you HDMI all device with adapters, Morph is decent, scan lines, master, etc. Are better on issues with MiSTer FPGA is 438. All right, okay. Thank you for your kind of input there. But yeah, I really am liking the more 4K for that vanilla kind of upscale. And you know what? I've gone down a rabbit hole. I bought a PlayStation 2. I just ordered the Dreamcast yesterday with a GDEMU mod on there. So I keep buying like these old machines. If they're not playable on the MiSTer, like I've got a Wii, I've got a Wii U, I've got a PlayStation 2, I've got an original Xbox, which by the way doesn't work. But I need to get that fixed. So I've got some of the consoles that aren't on FPGA devices, and I'm liking them. I'm really looking forward to my Dreamcast. I haven't played Dreamcast in a long time, so I will like to kind of check that out. But I definitely feel though that RetroTink has they have a better social media and marketing presence than the Morph does. The Morph's an excellent product. It's just not, you know, when you say upscaler, like if you've done the family fortunes and you ask 10 people, what is an upscaler that you've heard, and our survey says that will be the Morph, right? The Morph, not many people would have heard of it, but when it comes down to RetroTink, more people would have heard of it. Now, there's no way I'm saying anything one is better than the other. You know, it's to you to make up your own mind. I'll do content on this. When I do stuff on live streams, if something goes wrong, you'll see it on a live stream. I won't edit it out after the stream's over or anything like that. And there's lots and lots of content out for the RetroTink 4K, man. Lots and lots out. Way more than the Morph. So, you know, it's up to you to make an educated guess. Have a look at the content that's out there. Look at the guides that are out there. See what your needs are. See what captures you need. Look at the price. Look what you get bang for buck. What do you get for your dollar? What does the 375 get you that the Morph 4K is priced at? Does that compare closer to the RetroTink CE or the RetroTink 4K Pro? Not exactly sure. I mean, like I said, for me, it's cool. Just a vanilla image and a vanilla image upscaled. Does it do that job? Yes, it does it. It makes content for my YouTube that wouldn't be in 4K. It makes it in 4K like this stream right now. So it does the job. Right, let's have a look. I have a 2016 shot. Oh, 85-inch, man. That's a big one. That's even what she said, even too big for her. Yo, Vojo in the house. Wow, playing this on an 80-inch TV with 4K. This is looking really good. See, what Vojo says there, I think that's where 4K really comes into an effect. If you've got a big one, then yeah, it will look good on that. As you know, I can, like my phone, I've got a Pixel 9 Pro, and I don't know, it's larger than a 1080p screen, but honestly, 480 on that looks superb. I can't tell the difference between 480 and 1080p in most cases when looking at these old games. So again, it's just down to you, right? Let's run this. I really used to like this game, man. You know, playing it two-player. Just remember, like snakes in another time zone. Snakes in another time zone. Yeah, that was Snake, right? Here we go. All right, Snake, Sanders. Sanders, yeah, I like it. Cyberhawk, looks like Hawkeye's cousin, right? Hawkeye. There you go. Oh, wow, look at that. That's definitely Chewbacca, right? The force is strong on that one. I don't know who Katarina's supposed to be. Then you got Jake, Badlands, Tarquin. All right, we're going to go Snake because we're not going to hear the sound. So I've purposely turned the sound down just for this game. Wow, I kind of remember this, man. Wow, amazing. Absolutely amazing. Wow. Wow, and it used to have that Born to be Wild. Okay, let's just go. We're not going to put anything on there. Let's give it a quick play. This stream actually is for my buddy Chris's Retro Gaming, who's in chat, because he he asked, he was like, when are you going to do a SNES one? And I was like, yeah, man, let's do a SNES one. So I asked Mrs. Pixel, I was like, look, do you mind if I do a stream on that Sunday? I've done most of the chores, and what did we get today? We got takeaway for lunch. We didn't eat out yesterday. We usually eat out once a weekend, but I did go to my friend's restaurant on Friday, so we kind of cheated. We've had like 2 takeaways this weekend. But yeah, what a game, guys. What a freaking game. Well worth trying. Don't take my gameplay as an example. Oh, okay, I got the shots on here. Snake looks lost out there. Hey, this beach was fantastic. Let's see if we can shoot someone. Snake is about to blow is what it says. So I'm almost thinking you can hear it, but you can't. Snake is about to blow. Blow who? So you can't reach the canned laughter at the moment, so you just have to hear my laughter. Good soundtrack for this game, man. Whatever happened to Blizzard, man? What happened with them? There was a lot of controversy concerning them. But at one point, their games were tip top. I think Lost Vikings was Blizzard as well, potentially. Okay, right, 1 lap and we're out. Let's run another game. Let's run another game so we can have some sound. Let's have a look at some ROM hacks. I always like checking out ROM hacks. Actually, no. Let's go L. This is a really good game. Right, let's put the sound back up. Guys, don't mind that stuff. So when you're seeing screens and stuff like this, I've set some profiles on here to kind of go into the menu and everything. So what happens is when it changes the refresh rate, it automatically adjusts it. So obviously, look, when it's doing a game, it's going from 224p all the way up to 4K. And it's very, very stable. I run it, I disconnect stuff, I connect stuff back to it. It just bloody works, man. Guys, this game is absolutely amazing. What a game. What a game. And here you go, there's Karen celebrating New Year with the representatives of the Lollipop Kid. Yeah, so this game is a 10 out of 10 game. We had the Japanese version first, and the Japanese version we had no idea what the text was saying, but it was such a good game. And then later on I played the American version years and years later. Is there a reason to play console versions of games when there are arcade? It depends really, Keaton. Yeah, Blizzard made Lost Vikings and they were Interplay. Right, cool, thanks for that, Nathan Atrial. Looking forward to your game as well. So Keaton, it really depends. It really depends. First of all, there's nostalgia. You may have had a console game and that's the one that you like because that's what you grow up playing. The other thing is sometimes the games in the arcade are more difficult and for the home console they're made a little bit easier. But generally speaking, the general rule is the arcade games are usually better than the console counterpart. The console version of a game will be like a diet version of the game. A lot of the Capcom ones, like Magic Sword, that came out, it just doesn't look as good as the arcade version. Stuff like Final Fight, I mean, it had a whole bloody character missing. It's like they left bloody Guy out. What the heck was that about? Then they made another version called Final Fight Guy. I mean, I liked it, I played it, I bought it, but Guy was missing. You know, I generally liked Hagar, and then I moved on to Cody, so I've never really picked Guy, but Hagar was the character to pick first because, man, that flying power driver was amazing. So this is really good because you've got kind of these parts here. Oh, and there's me just playing badly. So really did like this game. A shout out to my buddy Chris, man. That's the buddy I talk about. We used to go arcade together. You know, we used to spend our money on the arcade machines, eat like ham sandwiches in his house, or whatever was there, right? You know, we'd eat there so we could go over to the arcade. And yeah, his father, man, passed away recently. So his father obviously was a friend of mine as well. So feel for him. So yeah, we played this game. He had this game for his Japanese Super Famicom, right? And you know, there's certain bits where they tell you there's certain bits where it tells you, oh, do this, or like there's a bit where you go somewhere and you do exercise and you learn special things, and we couldn't read any of that on there, right? And yeah, we couldn't make any of it out. What was really good, it looks, the graphics, the animation, everything is superb here, right? So for example, when you go in here, and I think there's a lady in here you talk to, yeah, you couldn't make any of this out. You had no idea what was going on, right? What would you? So all this was in Japanese. I mean, naturally you could kind of figure out you're in a shop. You know, you want to eat something, 40, 80, how much money have I got? I've got 70, so yeah, I'll eat that. I'll go out a full boy. But, you know, you figured stuff like that, but then sometimes you'd learn something. I remember one time, I think you had to do press-ups or something in this game, and we had no idea what to do. No idea, because we had no idea what the guy was saying. So there are a lot of ghosts in the maze now. It's dangerous, don't go in. Okay, is that like, okay, so that's, he's telling you don't go in. But like, you won't know what he's saying, right? And if this wasn't a day where you had your phone and you could point like Google Translate to that, even though that can be a little bit cumbersome. All right, okay. Proceed with caution. So here you go. It's really nice because it goes from that bird's eye viewish type of thing, and then it goes into a side scroll. And I really did like, I preferred the side scrolling parts to, to like the other part, right? The bird's eye view parts or whatever. I really did like it. Boss fights in this were good. I don't think we completed this. I don't think I ever completed this game, but it is a really, really good game. I like games from the era. You have to be really patient. If you try to rush in and do stuff, I can't remember what that move. Oh, you go. Oh, I got wicked. I got a little yo-yo weapon. Yo, what's going on? Ah, so you kind of got me there. That was really annoying because if I'd done that jump, the fire was going to get me. And I've lost my good weapon. So it was cool as well. You had like a projectile attack where you would throw the gold coin, so you'd lose a coin when you would attack. And I thought it was the A button, but it's not. A button's just doing the normal attack. So maybe you can only do that in the bird's eye view part, or I might be getting it confused somewhere else. Sorry, that looks so nice. I just completely landed on that. Oh man. Okay, let's run something else. Right, okay, let's have a look. Okay, so do you want to continue elephant, raccoon dog? Let's use, what's the raccoon dog? I can't remember all this stuff. So again, seeing all of this stuff in Japanese. So that's a dangerous one. Okay, that's really cool, but that's a very, very nice game, man. Right, someone mentioned some games in chat. Let me have a look. They're not in block capitals, but I am going to try and find them in the chat. So that's why, guys, keep it in block capitals, right? Aero Fighters and Shadowrun was the game. So Aero Fighters all the way up to A. Oh, guys, let me tell you a little funny story, right? Like, so my boys, one is 9, the other's 11. In fact, one's going to be 10 very, very soon, this month, in fact. So I took them out, and so sometimes what I'll do is there's this Chinese place, it's called Chopsticks, where you can pick noodles and you can pick out like 4 toppings if you get the biggest box. So what I'll do is, like, the big box is actually large enough to feed 2 people, right? So my 2 boys are there, and the youngest one says to me, "Dad, can I get something else?" I think he wanted KFC, and I was like, "Son, like, we agreed we were going to come out and this is what we're getting." And he's like, "Oh, okay, Dad." So he didn't want this place from Chopsticks, right? So then all of a sudden his older brother starts moaning, saying, "Dad, he's going to get firecracker chicken, not because he likes it, because he wants to ruin my experience." And I'm laughing. I'm like, "Son, what are you doing? You don't like firecracker. He doesn't like chili stuff. And this firecracker from this place is hot. It will literally burn you on the way in and it will burn even more on the way out. Trust me, I've experienced it," right? And so what happened was, so I said, "What are you doing?" I said, "What do you want to get?" He goes, "Yeah, I'll get Chopsticks, but I want firecracker." And I was like, "Why do you want firecracker?" And it really turned out that he didn't want to eat it. He just thought, "I'll troll my brother by choosing firecracker as my topping, and it will pretty much ruin his entire meal because the thing will be mixed." Man, really don't get this guy. He does that stuff sometimes. I remember one time, like, he was in the toilet, his brother really needed to go. And his mum said to him, "Get out of the toilet." And he told his brother, he said to him, "I'm going to take ages. You're basically going to poop your pants." And I'm like, like, what are you doing? Why are you always doing this stuff to your brother, man? Why are you trying to give him firecracker and all of that? The little guy's a natural troll, man. It just flows really. It just flows naturally with the guy, man. Nightmare Busters is a good one on stage. Yo, no worries, Netro. Let's stick to the. I haven't put it up in as a pinned message, but stick to block capitals, because when I scroll through chat, it's easy to find. Make this easy for me, guys. And right, okay, Aero Fighters. This is the Neo Geo game, right? I'm gonna pick the dolphin here. Yeah, it is that one, isn't it? Is it that one? Ew, William, look at his face. He looks like an inbred guy, man. Talking to inbreds. Hey, Arcade Karen. William definitely looks. He looks like what proper British inbredness, right? Okay. Oh, this is decent, man. Oof. Yes, give me a power up. And these are the games where the power ups start. Let me get a power up. I don't want to die. Oh. Okay, now I've got 2. Oh, wow. Okay. Now I feel powerful, man. Is it going to get any bigger than that? That's what she said. Can't get to the canned laughter. It's a good game, and I think this is the first time I'm playing it. I think this is a Neo Geo game, right? This is out for Neo Geo, if I'm not mistaken. The Neo Geo version, obviously, I have played in streams and whatnot, but this is a good version on the SNES, guys. I don't think my power can go any higher. Let's just fire a bomb so we can get that bomb and we don't lose it. Oh, still haven't got it. Damn it. Yeah, you know what? I've had enough of that. Right, Shadowrun. So Shadowrun was a game that one of my friends always used to play. He really liked it. I remember watching him play. I don't know how much of a good game that will make on stream, because it's one of those. It's like a action RPG, isn't it? Right? I think I remember playing like a newer version of this game, like years and years later. It came out for mobile. Then it kind of got discontinued. That was a fun mobile game. Hey guys, if you are enjoying the stream, press that like button. It really does help out. The stream is non-monetized for your viewing pleasure, so hopefully you don't get any adverts. Marvelous. What's a good trend to try? Okay. Wow. Okay. Oh, Wicked. Shifty's in the house. How you doing there, Shifty? Wicked. Howdy, folks. As an OLED with a 4K scaler is just good as a real CRT. Keaton, you know what? One thing I have to say. All the scalers, all the effects, everything that I've tried, they're really good. But there's something about a CRT. It might be the shape as well, right? When you've got a flat screen hanging there, part of the nostalgia is, like my PVM that I've got here, I've got a MiSTer, I've got an analog pocket dock on top of that MiSTer case, and I've got the Morph4K on there. As well as that, I've got a whole bunch of cables that I used to swap around. You can't put that on your OLED, right? You've got that big, long kind of thing there. So it's all of the nostalgia that's with it. You can't get this you can't get this you can't get the nostalgia with that unless you put like your LCD or your LED or your OLED or whatever inside a box. You get like some kind of box for it, so it looks like a massive CRT. I think that's part of the nostalgia as well. I have to say, scan lines I'm very impressed with, but it's like, even though I like them and I see them and I think they look great, I'll always know because I'm looking at a flat screen. Do you get it? What's a good way to kind of explain it? I'm trying to think of like an analogy I can give about that. It doesn't matter what scan lines you use. It doesn't matter how good the scan lines look, right? The fact that when you look at the TV itself, you're seeing a flat screen. Now, subconsciously, that's gonna tell you that it's not a CRT. You get it? You're like, oh wow, it looks really cool. It's very close to a CRT, but it isn't a CRT, right? Let's run this game, because I have to say, I never quite played this game, right? Because my buddy had this, and he spoke so highly of it, man. I remember watching him play it and everything there, and it just looks wicked. And I actually, believe it or not, I actually bought it. So back in the early days of iPads and tablets, I bought like I think it was like a Nexus 7 or something, and I bought the first tablet, then I bought the one that came out after that, the year after. And they released like a new version of Shadowrun or Shadowgun, whatever it's called, Shadowrun. And I was like, wow, that's really, really cool. And that's something that I did want to check that out. And I played it and I was like, wow, it was a very good game to play with. Oh, okay, wooden door. Can we open? Okay, let's open it. Yeah, so there you go. It's like an action RPG, which, to be honest, back on the SNES, you never had many things like this, right? You didn't have many things like this. So it was really cool seeing it. I remember my friends seeing like all the shooting stuff and whatnot. This game for me was something that was very, very big and defining on the SNES. So, wow, look at that. The smart me. Does he give me a firearm? Okay, just trying out the buttons, what it does, okay? So yeah, I remember my buddy, man, having a look at this and playing it. There's my buddy that had the SNES, the disc drive, so he had all the games for it and he absolutely loved this game. I remember him just telling me about it and really, really getting into it. But this isn't really such a super stream friendly game, man. So let's see what else we got. We've got our names in the chat. I think Nathan Atrial said a game here. Mr. Cool SNES version. Sorry, I'm looking at some of the chat to try and find. Well, not there. Okay, I can't see an additional game there. There was these games that I really liked on the SNES. And I first got introduced to these games on the SNES. And, you know, like I said, one of my friends, so we bought a lot of games for the SNES. I really liked the system. I would get a game, I would then trade that game in to get another game. You know how it was when we were kids, right? You had to hustle for your games, right? You couldn't afford every game. Some kids did. Cool, good on you. You had good, you know, you had a good time. I had to hustle for my stuff, so I had to sell stuff. But when my mate had this... for my mate that had this, like, you know, it's like I think like his parents were like, they just used to drink all the time. So, and they had money. So they were quite happy just getting him the latest electronics just so he'd stay quiet in his room and play. And that's what he did. He was super happy, man. And what was cool was not many people were allowed around this house, but he always used to bring it out. Like, so he used to bring out his Super Nintendo with this device on there that took discs. And he had all the games and they ran flawlessly on there, man. I remember playing so many games that I never would have played otherwise. Right, okay, yo, no worries, Sinister. Remember, guys, do your requests in block capitals. Do them in block capitals. Let me, you know what, I am gonna pin that in here. Right, let me type that while you guys watch that. Okay, right, let me just pin this so you guys can... right, okay, perfect. Pin message, right, should be pinned? Yeah, here we go. So I've got a pin message up there now. Guys, request in block capitals, please, because then when I go back, we can see it. So I really like these World Heroes games on... So I got introduced to these on the Super Nintendo. I can see a big graphical difference between the Super Nintendo version and the Neo Geo, naturally, but this is what I played. How do I turn on the capitals from voice command? I don't know, actually. Oh, that's quite interesting. So voice command, yeah, I don't know. Maybe you can say all caps. That's actually a good point. I do use. So do you know what? Do you know what's really, really funny, right? Anytime you need to contact customer service for something, and you know they put you onto the chat. This was called the Fatal Match, right? Had interactive, like explosive arenas and whatnot. So what would happen is you would have I'd be on customer services with Amazon and it's like, hi, this is Anita, how can I help? And I literally just go into overload where I go, I bought this is not good enough, I paid for Prime, this item is rubbish, why am I paying this money, blah blah blah. So by the time they send one message, I've literally typed like 5 pages, like 5,000 words essay. I just go on and on and on, and in the end they just give up and they just give me a refund, like straight. I don't often do it. Like last time I bought these toothbrushes, the IO toothbrushes, and my dentist told me they're really good. So I bought a double pack, one for me, one for the wife. And what happened was they broke, man. One of them broke. They weren't that good, and I thought, let me go on Amazon, return it. I had a guide on, a big troubleshooting guide, and I was like, nah, you know what, these are rubbish. And it was out of that return period of 1 month that they give you or whatever. And yeah, so in the end, I went on to chat, and I was just like, blah 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 blah, like just non-stop blah blah, and yeah, they just done it. I use voice chat for that, man, because no way I can type that quick. So I like, how can I help you? I've given them a thousand letters, right? Then they say, oh, is that the item? And then I go in and give them 2,000 letters. Then I say, if you can't help me, get me your supervisor. Then again, I give them like lots and lots of, like, literally I just bombard them with text. And that's the beauty of using a voice command to type, man. So yeah, you want voice chat because you don't want to speak to an individual, no problem. You want to save money and have those agents. Ah, man, once I'm on there, that's it. I can talk normally anyway, but then imagine this, and imagine everything in this stream, right? And then just giving that to a customer service rep. I mean, I kind of feel for the customer service rep, right? Then say, for Mac dictation, caps on. Oh, okay, cool. So there is a way, right? Okay, what do we have? We had Cybernator or Metal Warriors. Let's go Cybernator. This definitely isn't as good as I remember it. I really did like it back in the day, but I think I've been spoiled with the Neo Geo version. So, oh man, I've got heartburn, man. I had a kebab for lunch, like a chicken shish. I shared it with my wife. But wow, you know, being in my late 40s now, wow, late 40s, guys, can you believe it, man? Late 40s, I'm playing the games I did like when I was like 13 or whatever, right? Or 16 or whatever, like I was a teenager. I was in school, so I was like 12, 13, I think, when the Super Nintendo came out. And I'm 48 and I'm still playing this darn stuff, man. All caps on rather rock since the Mac. That's the AI Chinese boy list. Okay, let's go. Guys, we got 33 people watching, only 12 likes. Please press that like button. Do it for beautiful Karen. She absolutely loves you, and it really does help out the channel. This stream is it's a non-monetized stream for your viewing pleasure, guys. So no adverts, no interruptions. This is essentially the YouTube premium experience for us folks that aren't really premium. I'm a non-premium guy. Is this the one where you're like a robot, like side-scrolling robot game? Let's have a look. It's telling me to wait. I don't want to wait. I want to press the button. Oh, I feel like it's going to be a shmup. Okay, let's look. Our fondness for this era gaming means we're all about 40. Yeah, so some will be like, yeah, this is the, yeah. So some will be 40. Some will be, I mean, we've got you know, Chris Mullen, a regular on the channel. He's in his 60s, man. So rock on, dude. I hope to still be playing games in my 60s, man. Can't I just skip all of this? Oh, cool controls. Oh, by the way, guys, we've got MSU1 stuff as well. That will definitely invoke like copyrights for the soundtracks, but we can check some of those out. Some of them are really, really cool. There's also like the NES to SNES stuff. So this game's not, oh wow, okay. I mean, see, this is the type of game where you would have to really sink in and learn it, man. Controls, look at where he's walking there, man. Robot butt action. Oh, is that thing gonna fire at me? No? Okay. Right, okay, I'm gonna get lost in this game. So someone said Metal Warriors. Right, Metal Warriors, let's do that one next. Metal. Ah, Metal Warriors. What have we got here? Metal Warriors. Okay, let's check this out. I'll be gaming until I'm gone or I'm no longer physically able to. I really hope that doesn't come, right? Because I don't know about you guys, but you know, hitting my late 40s. So there was a time I've had to wear glasses like most of my life. You know, I went through a period where I stopped wearing glasses, but then what happened was I started wearing glasses again, but in my like mid 40s, around 44, 45, I kept having to like swap glasses. I kept having to take glasses off. And what would happen is there was a time where when I was playing a handheld, and I do a lot of handheld gaming, I would have to take my glasses off instead of wearing my glasses, and it was fine, like no issues, right? But then what happened was, even when I took my glasses off, I couldn't see properly. So then I had to get like varifocals, and varifocals they're really good. I do recommend it to anyone our age. If you're if for example if you've worn glasses for like long distance, for short-sightedness, then cool. But now if you're finding it difficult when you take them off to read, go and get varifocals. It takes a little while to get used to them. I got used to walking around in them almost instantly, but to drive with them took me a little bit of time to get used to them. I remember driving home because at my last work we had Specsavers, and I knew the staff in there, so they would give me friends and family discounts. So like glasses that would cost like $350 for a couple of pairs with all the works, they ended up costing me like 180 or something, or 150, like I think half price or even less. So I got those, and they're quite good Specsavers actually. They tell you that, you know, we'll give you an adjustment period. If you don't like them, we'll change them, and all of this and all of that. And I was like, cool. I got used to them straight away. But yeah, driving, it took me about a week of wearing them before I was comfortable driving with them. But I'd recommend it to anyone like our age. I'm 48. So if you guys are closer to my age or around that ballpark, that reminds me of, wow, that so reminds me of Earthian. Guys, that proper reminds me of the beginning of Earthian, man. Maybe Yuzo Koshiro and team took some inspiration from Metal Warriors. But yeah, definitely recommend yeah, getting those things, especially if you're gaming and you're looking at screens a lot. Get those varifocals, man. Just get those out there, man. They're super helpful. Thank you. Optical is even cheaper than high index. I mean, I've ordered glasses online and that, but you really need to know, like, I know how to read the numbers on a frame to know what frame's right for me. That's not an issue. But the varifocals, I don't know, I ordered them online and I didn't like them, so I ended up wasting money. So I bought those from the shop. But single vision lenses, I'm quite happy to order online. Oh man, this is like 2D Titanfall. Hey, love it. The little dudes there, get out of here, man, before I shoot you. I think I need to make a PCN intro with this game. That sounds interesting, okay. Is that a power-up I can get, or? Oh wow, there's a nice melee attack as well. So you like these mechs type of games, yeah? I mean, they're nice games, but these are the type of games that, you know, if I was a kid, I'd want to sit down and proper learn the game. Yeah, they do look like good games. I feel like Anime Otaku would like this game if he's here. Yo, I love the varifocals, but could do with a bit more magnification for close-up work. Okay, then you need to get those magnifying ones. I mean, I've got a separate pair of reading glasses. I remember I went in and he said give me a discount at like I said, in Specsavers. And I bought a cheap pair of reading glasses, only £15. I was like, where's my discount? They're like, they're £15. What more discount you want? I was like, all right, point taken. And I was like, I'll still take the discount. But I didn't get it. They didn't give it to me. They just gave it to me on the other one. In fact, I need to go back to my old work and go, yo guys, it's me, I'm back. I don't work here anymore, or around this area, or, you know, or yeah. So can I still get the discount? They'll give it to me still. Before I left there, I introduced them to my boss. I said, look, this guy, when he needs glasses, sort him out. You know, my old boss, should I say. Nice guy, actually. Big shout out to your old boss. Right, okay, what else have we got in there? I think Nathan Atrial said a game. So let me have a look at that game. Let's have a look. Oh, man, I think oh, here we go. Nightmare Busters, right. Nightmare Busters. I don't know what that is, man. But let's have a look, okay? Never heard of this game? Let's check it out. Nightmare Busters. Oh, and I can't see it here, dude. Nightmare Busters. Nightmare Busters, right, okay. NIGHD, unless it's somewhere else. I think, what have we got? No intro, USA and Jap. Okay, so that's got all of them on there. Surely it can't just be like an EU game. No? Okay. Do you know, sorry, I haven't got Nightmare Busters there, but what's that game there? This game reminds me of like so stylish. This game, wow. I wish if I had this on the SNES, man. If I had this on the SNES, this would have been one of my favorite games of all time. You know what else is unstable? My wallet. Absolutely. And I think you should get that wallet out and become a channel member, buddy, to support these non-monetized streams for your viewing pleasure. If not, guys, then beautiful Karen there, she wants you to press the like button because she farts out hearts. Love it. But yeah, I'm hyped about the Dreamcast, man. I got that one. Nightmare Busters is a homebrew. Released on... okay, I'm not sure if I have that, if that's something I would have had to purchase or not. I have got some purchases on here. To be honest, some of my subscribers, they... like, I've got one guy, a little bit... Like, he just... Like, every time a new homebrew game comes out, he buys me a copy and he's like, look, just, I want you to try it. And I end up doing videos on them. I think the last one they bought me was the Sega Master System game. What was it? You know the guy from that... You know the guy that does the Master System games? Bad Computer. His name's Adam. Man, what's it called? Frontier Force, I think. I think they're working on... So after Frontier Force, they're working on this game called Razing Core or something. Razing Core. And it's a shmup that reminds me of Gunhead. Guys, this is wicked. So look, I'm a fan of Gargoyle's Quest. I like Ghosts and Goblins and Ghouls and Ghosts, but those games are really, really tough, right? But this game is just so darn stylish, man. What a stylish game. Like, it just looks wicked. It reminds me of, like, the guys from Dark Souls may have played this and they were like, yeah, you know what? This is our inspiration for Dark Souls. Like, everything is just superb, man. Like, the intro, the way it starts, like Dark Souls where you fight that big boss near the beginning, first fight of the game. Like over here, man, so Firebrand, what a character, man. Sega Lord, what's his name? Sega Lord, I do watch that guy's videos sometimes. There's a few decent videos that guy's got, to be honest. So here we go. So I love set pieces like this at the beginning, right? What a game. Do you know what? You guys are going to laugh. I think the first time I played this might have actually been on the Nintendo Switch with, you know, the Super Nintendo package. Where they give you, you know, like those Super Nintendo games that you get when you subscribe to the online thing. Yo, guys, yeah, the chat delay is around 30 seconds. Unfortunately, Grendelicious, if I'm streaming in 4K, I've only got the option to, it's got about a 30-second delay in there. But that's 4K. If I do 1080p, then the delay can be less than 5 seconds. But yeah, that's one of the things of 4K. In fact, me and a buddy of mine, Anime Otaku, always speak that... oh, wow, okay, didn't realize that was down there like that. So we always speak. He's like, go back to 1080p, man. And I'm like, but I really like doing stuff in 4K. But he goes, look, like when we're talking with you and everything there, the 4K, you know, it's in 4K, it's cool. But then we can't talk with you quickly or anything. And I'm like, okay. Look at that little pots from Gargoyle's Quest. Fucking fire them. What a stylish game. Netron, I know you've said, oh, you know, I'm just such a Castlevania guy that I keep trying to hit the candles. What a game though, guys. What a game. Oh, you can't crouch in this like Mega Man. So unlucky when you take like a leap of faith and you land on an enemy. Really, like I really would have liked this game back in the day. Something I would have played for sure. Really good animation and everything in here, man. Look at that. What I need to do here, was it? Oh, here we go. Nothing, nothing. I thought you had to do something there. Oh, okay. Sorry about that buffering thing, man. I don't know what's going on there with YouTube. Apologies for that, guys. I might just go back to 1080p for a bit then and just keep 4K for the content, man. Great effects. You know, that stuff will look really good on a CRT. Let's have a look. You're also buffer. Really sorry about that, man. Sometimes YouTube can do things in funny ways, man. Oh, okay. Is he back? I wonder if he's got a new attack. I don't know this game too well. It's something that I've always wanted to play. No, I think I've killed it now. That's pretty conclusive. All right. Okay. Thought it was my Wi-Fi. Oh no, I hate it when it does that. What the heck is going on? Let me have a look. Let me look into that. Okay, let's have a look. I can try and swap connection. I can go. Hold on, let's see. Let me try something here, guys. Bear with me. Let's have a look. Okay, let's see if that. I've gone to a wired through a power bank. You might get an interruption, but hopefully that will make the overall experience better. Why not go out of level? Kind of forgot what to do here. Oh, here you go. Press the circle button. Okay, got ourselves a little power thing here. Right, okay, thought it was my... you headbutt the thing in the background to enter. Yeah, no, wicked, man. Okay, so hopefully bandwidth should be okay now. I've gone from wireless, from Wi-Fi 6E or whatever, all the way down to just a power line adapter, which I'm hoping does a better job now. I'm hoping for that little widget that I've got there to go off. Can I? I don't even have to get that. Please, please, let me, man. Okay, doing badly here. Shame I can't, hold on. Can I jump on that and do that? No? So I need to go here. Okay, interesting. Let's have a look, guys. Is that any better? Yo, Spitfire RF, how you doing there, buddy? Hopefully everything is good. Let me just check one thing here, guys. Bear with me. Okay, I am still getting a message. Hopefully the streaming has gotten better now and the buffering has stopped. I thought it was my Wi-Fi stream. Okay, right. Okay, hopefully, guys, a little check here. Are we doing a little bit better now? Let's have a look. I should be dying soon here. Wow. Some clever platformy parts here because you can hang on to stuff. Damn it. Come on, give me solid ground now, somewhere. I'm sick of jumping. Yes, nice to have a bit of ground again. Oh wow, I got full health again. We might last a little bit. Oh, I just see someone there. Why no CRT filters on your Morph? Right, because CRT filters, by the time they go through my capture card and you guys see them on YouTube, they look terrible. So generally, I stick to a vanilla upscale. If I play and I'm not filming, then yeah, I like using them because like my capture card and YouTube won't display HDR well, and that's the best way to get the light on them. And like for different displays, so you can have people. You can have people on watching on mobiles, then you have someone watching on a TV, on a tablet. Unfortunately, there's one display thing that always works, and that's just the vanilla upscale. So hopefully, I hope that answers your question. And that's the reason that we're doing this. I mean, we have done streams where we've played about with filters and scan lines and stuff before, but yeah, it's not always. Yeah, it doesn't always come across like what I see generally. I've done it before where I'm showing you what I'm seeing and then I show you guys, obviously you guys can see what you're seeing through the capture card, but I've taken pictures before and it's not always reflective of what I'm seeing. So yeah, scan lines generally, that's one thing I learned quickly on YouTube. Even before I got FPGA devices, I was messing around with software emulation. What would happen was I would use the scan lines and then I would watch the video later like on my phone and I was like, wow, this looks dreadful. Why does it look so bad? And what happened was it was down to the scan line. So I actually worked out that, oh, now buffering like your 60-second. Oh, really, really sorry about that. Let's see what we can do. Right. Going back to, hold on guys, gonna try and connect to my neighbor's connection now and do it the Jippo way. Oh, I think my neighbor may have changed their Wi-Fi. Sorry about this, guys. Okay, we should be back. Really am hoping everything is all right. Really apologies for that, guys. I don't know what's happened over here. I don't know if my kids and stuff are doing something downstairs with this. Open your stream in another browser and see how far behind. And hopefully it starts catching up soon. If not, guys, I may have to just exit, refresh, and pick any. Can you do that? Can we do that during the thing? Let's have a look. Right, okay, let's have a look. Let me see if I can go in and edit something on the fly. I don't think you can. I think once you start it, oh no, I can't change. So what it is normal latency. Now I cannot change it midstream, unfortunately. Might help. 4K viewing is a bit iffy. To be honest, usually it's been okay. Yo, Phoenix, how you doing there, buddy? Usually it's been okay. It's been alright. I've been doing a lot of 4K streams. I don't know. So I think my ISP must be having an issue because usually it has been okay. What game is this? Might want to give it a go on an arcade stick. Oh yeah, this would work well on an arcade stick. So this one here is Demon's Crest. It's a fantastic game. Let me go ahead and play it. Guys, I'm really hoping that this buffering stuff does stop really soon. Like sometimes my ISP stuff can have its moments and I'm hoping it has its moment and it passes. Oh, okay. I've never actually played it this far. That's really cool. What do I do now? Wow, look at the mode 7 there, guys. Do I fly down here? Oh, wow. Oh, that is spikes. Okay. So can I? Oh, okay. I can jump across them. Oof. Wow. Again, superb like character design in this. Okay, we are dead. Right. To be honest, I find you should force full screen and do scan lines and FPGA to force full free. Yeah, like scan lines just they don't really come out that great on. They just don't look that good, buddy. On whenever I'm streaming with them or anything like that, they really don't look that good. Let's go to, you know, where it all kind of began. Oops. Went over that. Oops. No, that's super. Wow, a lot of games with the word super in there. Let's go Street Fighter 2 The World Warrior. Let's see if I can put the Capcom code in. If I can do it here. Let's see. Nah, okay. Let me try again. No, uphill, Wobby. No? Nope, once more. One more time. Man, I need to be able to get this all the time. Nah. Okay, cool. My execution is bad. Guys, is it still buffering like crazy? I think I played this more around the maze, right? Yo, Phoenix. Wicked Phoenix in the house, man. The guy behind the famous SNES. The SNES MiSTer K. No sound of mine. That's really, really weird. Really, really weird. Not exactly sure what's going on. If it carries on, if it doesn't, if my ISP doesn't behave, then I may have to just kind of kill this stream early, man, and maybe make it private. So really do apologize for that, guys. My ISP video and streams are iffy, but 4K should show well. Right, okay, no sound of mine. Right, okay, weird. Phoenix, how are you? Are you hearing the sound? Are you able to see stuff without buffering? Because we don't want you to have a buffering experience. Wow, this was so darn good. Here we go. Old Kenneth. Wow, see, such a big downgrade from the arcade, but when this came out, there was nothing else like it. Oof. Wow, okay. Oh, that's weird. Okay, no, the sound might be low. There you go. The sound, I put the sound a little bit higher now, so now you should be able to hear it. Okay, are you hearing the sound now? I've turned the sound up, so sound should be good. Sound should be good. You should get it. It varies sometimes from game to game. Can see and hear you just not. That's really weird. Okay, you sound. Oh, okay. I've got that warning of we should be good now, guys. Whatever my ISP was experiencing may have gone now. So I get like a little warning telling me, you know, like there's an issue with the bandwidth, and that's strictly down to my ISP, man. Virgin are rubbish. Oof, didn't realize he had the range there. Wow. Wow. Okay. Yep. Should be good now. Should be getting the game sound as well. No, I usually turn it down so the game sound doesn't deafen you, but it's not that far down that you shouldn't be able to hear it. It's weird. It's definitely going through my capture. Oh, that was too close. Don't do a dragon punch near him. Ah man, loved World Warrior on this. Wicked. Yeah, guys, do apologize for a little bit of the sketchy moments that happen sometimes. I've got another router en route coming, so I can build like an iMesh network. Unfortunately, I can't have a wired connection just going all the way through. Unfortunately, it's just one of those things. In the hallway, I've got a mum with dementia. My kids will kind of be all right with it, but I'm more concerned that she'll trip over it. She does random stuff. I've had to tell the boys to disconnect their mouses from their laptops downstairs. So if she ever goes bathroom at night, when she looks at those, you know, the gaming mouses with the LEDs on them, she starts looking at them thinking it's something weird and starts pulling them out. So I definitely can't have a cable. I've got a separate cable that I plug directly into the router sometimes, but I have to do that when she's not around. Okay, let's have a look. Not seeing any lag, no game. No, that's really weird. I don't know what's happened to my game audio. That's so bizarre. I'm just going to press refresh on the YouTube page. I don't think that makes a difference. I don't know why the game audio's gone. Like I can see the game audio, I can hear the game audio, and I can see that my OBS. Oof, okay, that was really bad for me. Really weird. 2 GB down and up. Okay. That's really, really weird. Yeah, no boosting. I don't know how far behind you are here, man. That's really, I can see the sound. I can see it in OBS. Let's have a look. I'm not sure what's going on with that game sound then, man. Let me try something actually. Elgato, deactivate and activate. Right, okay, let's see if that's brought back any sound now. Use power line adapter. So when we were getting that buffering stuff, I used the power line adapter, but I think it was an issue with my ISP, man. Virgin sometimes randomly just has issues. It's terrible. I hate it. I've got these other ISPs called Community Fiber and Hyperoptic, but unfortunately they are not in my area. I've registered my interest, and I've even registered the interest of most people on my street fakely, but yeah, they aren't around, man. They don't come here. I would want that because then I can just pay for the internet. That's it. You know, no phone line, any of that stuff. Audio is back and sorted. You are perfect, man. So what I did was I went over to my Elgato and I just deactivated it and activated it again. So I guess there was some kind of bug there. I do apologize for that. I'm trying to make this as you know, as fluid as possible for you guys. But you know, hopefully not get any adverts. But instead of adverts, we got all these technical issues. So I do apologize there, guys. So guys, what do you actually think? Do you think it's worth just going back to 1080p for the streams because the interactions can be a lot quicker? Wicked, thank you, man. I just deactivated and activated the capture card, so that's obviously done the trick. So, wish I thought of that earlier, man. Oof. Wow, man, this game was life for a certain part of our life. No guard at the bottom, right? Okay, read chat, love Morph. I will stream in 1080p, play in 4K, and send 1080p out. Yeah, do you know what? That might be. I might just have to do that now, man. Right, let's have a look. Oh wow, remember this on the Super Nintendo? You had the brick wall. What did this replace? Did this replace the car? Okay, we have done that. Let's have a look. I mean, it's still running everything on 1080p, but it doesn't bug me. Okay, yeah. I mean, I got it to do that. I can make content on there, but I want the streams to be fine. But honestly, I don't think it's I actually don't think it's an issue because of the 4K. I just think it's an issue with my internet supply, man. Sometimes they just randomly go weird. Sometimes it's just like they just cut off my internet for like 5 minutes and then it comes back. I don't know why. I don't know why it happens. It's really annoying though. Do you remember you could beat him just by doing that? So that was that. You could do that in the arcade as well, actually. You can just set OBS to... No, I know I can, but I'm not going to play in 4K if I'm outputting to 1080p. I might as well just play in 1080p and output to 1080p. You know, no point using it if I'm not outputting it for you guys. It's really for you guys to have a better experience. I think once I get my other router, hopefully that may resolve something. But if it's my ISP, then I can't really do much about that. I mean, to be honest, I get the same issues on 1080p. So it's not like, so when I've done stuff at 1080p, I've had the same issue, exact same issues, which kind of sucks. So the same issue does come there with yeah, it comes there with 1080p or 4K. So I genuinely think it is just my internet service provider, man. They just kind of suck, man. Virgin suck. But I haven't really got a better alternative where I am. I can either have that's it, Virgin, or I can go to one of those like talk places, or one of those other ones out there. You know, they might be able to. Okay, so Chun-Li jumped a lot. That was always something that happened with Chun-Li. So you could just stand back and DP. I really do like World Warrior. There's no reversals in this, and Champion Edition's better. Hyper Fighting is probably the best one on CPS1. But oof. Oof, okay. Yeah. You know what? I've got fiber. I've got Virgin fiber, but I don't know BT. I mean, how long am I locked into a contract for? I think until April or something. I've got a reminder. I don't know what other alternatives are there, man. But I've seen, every time I check, Virgin seem to be like the best ones. They're the ones with fiber, at least where maybe something's changed. I haven't really looked in a while. I really want to get like Community Fiber or what's the other one? Hyper Optic. They're really good. Like my friends with Hyper Optic, 1 gig up, 1 gig down. It works really well. It works. It just works fantastically well. But yeah, let's see. I mean, I've been with Virgin a long time. I used to be with them when they were called Telewest Broadband, when we first got, you know, broadband, early days, whatever it was, and then they turned to Virgin, and I kind of stuck with them. But yeah, it's just not. Are you Ken? I am Ken. Are you Ken? Oops. So remember in the arcade, you had 3 elephants. Oof! Wow, that was a good one. And in the Super Nintendo, they couldn't afford, like, they didn't have the budget for 3 elephants on each side, so they went 2 elephants on each side. That wasn't even funny. I'm sorry, guys. That little, my ISPs killed the vibe of the stream a little bit, man. I remember seeing the housing for the first time and just blown away, like this guy with stretchy limbs, you know, he fights. It was mind-blowing. Mind-blowing having a look at it for the first time. If you have fiber, it should be running great. What bandwidth are you getting? To be honest, so the package I've got is it's the 500 one, so 500 Mbps down, and you get 10% as up at 50 Mbps. But it's just Virgin, man. Virgin are rubbish. Like, sometimes I've had a really good run for a long time. It's been absolutely superb, like no issues, 0 issues. Then all of a sudden, like, there are some issues, which we get sometimes, which is really annoying. Okay, there's Balrog. You know what? Why would you want to play this console? Well, we're doing a Super Nintendo stream today, right? That's one reason. And I have a lot of nostalgia for this game, man. This was you know, when we played it in the arcade, we then got this on our home console, and getting this on the Super Nintendo, this was the biggest game on the system. They even did a bundle. They did a Street Fighter 2 bundle. I remember a friend buying it when they did that. So yeah, the arcade version, yeah, absolutely superior. Playing it on an arcade stick as well is superior, but this has its charm. You know, it's nostalgia. I remember playing it and just being blown away by it, man. Oh, okay. Well, there you go, man. We are moving away from that. Let's have a look at something. So, again, when something was a lot better in the arcade, and when you got it on, where is it? Magic Sword, right? So Magic Sword was a game that I really liked it in the arcade, but on the Super Nintendo, it just wasn't that great, man. And it was just one of those things where, yeah, it just the home version really wasn't that good. So I mean, I kind of liked it, but nah, it wasn't that great. So let's have a look. Yo, RT Retro Gaming, how are you doing, buddy? Sorry, a little bit of a car crash of a stream. I think my ISP is giving some issues. Yes, so for anyone out there, these issues that I'm having, I've had the same issues before I went up to 4K at 1080p. I was having these issues. I think it's more of a thing with my ISP, man. Just Virgin sometimes have issues. This is a lot different to the arcade, man. So, you know, back in the day, like, arcade was like Coke and this was like Diet Coke. I mean, you had good versions, they were fun to play, but the arcade was just king, man. Soundtrack, everything. Do I get the Barbarian here? Let's go Barbarian. He's supposed to be quite good. Oops, sorry, looking at chat over there. See, like, when you look at something like this, which is an arcade port brought over to the SNES, it wasn't that great. But when you look at something like Demon's Crest, which is a SNES exclusive, it was a really good game. What else? You know what we've got is, what was good on here? Oh no, we don't. Parodius Europe, right? Okay. Let's see. Does it run European games? It should. Hopefully, it runs them at 60 Hz. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, cool game, man. Do, 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 do. I usually like picking Vic Viper in this, but the SNES version is really good. It's something that I really enjoyed back in the day. Thought it was really good. Oh, got that at the wrong time. Ah, sorry, I was looking at that bloody bell there and trying to grab that. Let's have a look. Okay, so my bandwidth warning has gone. Please, Virgin, stay stable. So this is a really good arcade port, man. Very, very good. And by the way, it's coming out for the Mega Drive as well now. There's developers, homebrew developers that are working on bringing this over to the Sega Mega Drive. So better late than never. That's going to be interesting to check out when the time comes. See, in these games, you have to one life, man. Once you lose, that's it. Right, where's the bell power? We'll use it at a certain point. Right, let's get the ripple. Oh no. I've got a tail gun. I hate the tail gun. I like this power. Alright, let's go. Let's go somewhere else. So let's go something here. I look at chat, guys. If there's anything you want, block capitals, I will have a look at it. And again, apologies for the consistency of this live stream, guys. I really wanted you guys to have a good experience, man. But yeah, ISP bloody issues. Let's have a look. And so, never really played this one too much, guys. Never played this Super Castlevania up until later. It's a really good game. It's quite a tough game, but it's a technical marvel. The soundtrack for this, Simon's theme for this is freaking amazing, man. I love it so darn much. Let's have a look. Okay, let's go. It starts, what a track. What a tune, guys. Oh, by the way, this is coming out for the Mega Drive as well. Oh! I feel like if I had this game back on the SNES, I would have played this a lot. I never had this on the SNES, just played it like years and years later on emulation. Come on out. Alright, I'm getting out of here. Alright, let's have a look. Okay, let's have a look. Oh, Super Star Wars, they were tough games. Let's have a look at them. Let me have a look at chat. Okay, you guys are being quiet in chat. Maybe it's because of, maybe it's buffering a bit or something. Let's have a look. Yay. This was mind-blowing when it came out, guys. Remember this? Really, really good. Really, really difficult. There are some really good hacks out of the Star Wars trilogy from Billy Time Games that make the games a heck of a lot easier to play. Yeah, banging. Oh, should I watch that intro part there? Remember how you had a lightsaber in this as well? Maybe I have to get it? Kind of thought you had it from the beginning. This game is tough, guys. I remember seeing this when it first came out on a TV show like Games Master. It blew me away. It was like, wow. But then playing it was difficult, man. Damn, little scorpions. Okay, that was Star Wars, guys. Let's have a look. This was a very, very good tennis game, guys. Very, very good. Super Tennis. Anyone remember this? Very, very fun tennis game. Play. Oh, playing badly. Ball.
Fault.
Kind of forgot what the buttons are in this, but this is a good game. It's a good tennis game. Right, let's have a look at something else. Let's have a look at a couple of ROM hacks. Oh, games with Rumble.
Play.
Okay, that was cool. Okay, let's run with this. Super Ghouls and Ghosts, but where the main characters are female instead of male. But guys, I think I'm going to end this stream soon, man. There's something up with my ISP today that's kind of ruining this. So let's have a look. Maybe give this one a play, and then I'm going to end it, guys. Really, really do apologize. Let me just put it in chat for you guys. Okay, bandwidth issues there, guys. Gonna end this shortly. Really beautiful looking game. Let's have a quick look at this. Okay, guys, I am gonna end the stream there, man. My bandwidth seems to be okay now, but yeah, I'm just not feeling it, man. It just kind of ruined it. I might even delete this stream just completely, man. Just remove it from YouTube. Just yeah, wicked. Chris, man, yeah, no worries, Moon. Thank you. I know you asked. You were like, oh, yo, can we do a SNES one? I wanted to do it today, but I don't know what happened, man. Like sometimes when the consistency goes, it drives me bananas, man. I want it to be a fluid experience, so I get into like the vibe of it and everything. But it was just ruined today, man. Virgin just ruined it for me, man. I blame Richard Branson personally. The guy's a twat. He should just go in his hot air balloon and go and fix some bloody internet wire somewhere, man. Like literally just absolute crap. Even though I think he's sold Virgin now, he's not part of it. So you know what, Virgin and Karen can go on a damn date together, man. Really, they really do deserve each other. But let's see. I think my contract's ending in April because I always put a reminder on, because Virgin are scam artists. What they do is they'll never give you. I've been a customer for them for like 25 years or something, when they were Telewest and bought out by Virgin. What they'll do is they'll never say to you, oh, we'll make your bill £50. they'll say, oh, your bill is £150, but we'll give you a discount of £50. So if you don't then contact them to discuss another deal at the end of the contract, they'll just put it up to £150. They really, really get elderly people like that. Both my neighbors are elderly. And what they do is they're like, hold on, my Virgin Media bill's just gone up to like 180 quid. They sell them all these services, everything they don't need. They really, I can't stand them. So what I do is I've got an alert on 4 weeks before my contract ends. I call them, I negotiate another one, but I really can't find anything better at the address that I'm in. Like the other ones are like Talk, BT, but it's not quite the same. At least they didn't have fiber last time. Maybe they have now. Virgin was the only fiber the fiber optic cable that was available to me. For the most part, it's kind of all right, but then sometimes, like today, it just has those crappy moments, man. But so guys, look, thank you for sticking by. I'm probably just gonna make this stream private and just make it disappear. It just wasn't, it didn't have that energy, it didn't have that vibe going about it. When we started having bandwidth issues, it just became annoying. I know already there's like a 30-second delay when doing it in 4K, but yeah, the delay's just gone. It just went massive on this one. So guys, I do appreciate all of you guys. Thank you for sticking by and watching, even though there was a lot of buffering there. Yeah, be freaking awesome to one another, guys. This is Pixel Cherry Ninja out.